One of the things that we did that was a bit different is the makeup. Freddy now has a bit of a different look that's probably grounded a little bit more in reality. It looks more like an actual burn victim, but at the same time, too, they kind of put in a little undertones of boogeyman.
Everyone decided that we were going to go after the idea that he would look like a real burn victim. So we hired Andrew Clement, who's amazing.
The makeup stuff can be seen as a skill, but it's very much a talent. It's like being a painter. Andrew's unbelievable.
His drawings were different than everyone else we spoke to. On some level, you have to just jump off a cliff because you know fans are going to hate it. Initially, they're going to hate it because it doesn't look like they're Freddy Krueger. That's always a difficult decision to make.
When Andrew was designing the prosthetic, he and Sam were using the tools to mold it and talk about it, where the depth was and how thin it could get and what we could do to try and help things. All kinds of things, like his ears. Like, Jackie has his real ears. A burn victim would lose their ears first thing, so how do you balance that?
Looking in the mirror and articulating that makeup and seeing just how well it moves, you start to get a sense of a whole nother being, not even a person, I mean a whole other entity.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
I somehow just take that tone, that sense, and then give it to Freddy to run with.
Ted, you're it.
It's a reality of what can really fit and what can work with Jackie's individual face. There are trade-offs for actor comfort and speed and, you know, where appliances end. Every day we need to have a brand new set of pieces. This is a long makeup. There are a lot of pieces to it, so we're trying to find ways that we can sort of shorten up the time. And one of the ways that we can do this is by doing just contact adhesive. So I'm just gonna put adhesive on both the appliance and his face, reactivate it with alcohol so we can just do large areas at the same time. It's really important for me to get everything really right. When I told people my build schedule, they said, well, it's a burn makeup, you can get away with murder. And I really didn't look at it like that. I want this to be really textural and real, and I'm seeing the lighting and I'm altering the paint just subtly to try and pull out some of those forms based on the way I'm seeing Sam light it. So it's a lot of thinking on your feet.
I'm gonna have to steal Jeffrey Dean Morgan's line when they asked him, so how did you get into the headspace of the comedian? He says, are you kidding? 3 hours in that makeup, I'd come out of that trailer wanting to kill anybody. And the same thing is true for Freddy, man. It's like, I'd go in there, I would sit down. It started at 6.5 hours of makeup. They worked the creative process down to 3.5 hours. It was an hour getting out of the makeup. You sit there for 3.5 hours with these guys meticulously gluing this stuff all over your entire noggin. And the last thing they do is put these contact lenses in your eyes. They're oversized. It really helps to put you in the headspace of Freddy Krueger.
Don't turn away. Look at me.
The makeup's amazing. It really is. You see and communicate with someone who's just so nice with this creepy-ass mask on. It's like you can't look him in the eye.
We're actually taking it a couple steps further, and we're actually removing pieces of his cheek, and we're doing a little bit of careful computer-generated technology, and it's gonna blow some people away.
That was the next step about how this movie was different from 1984. We were going to affect his face a little bit digitally and do things that they probably couldn't have done back then. And I think that's something that the fans will be excited about when they see the new Freddy.